only man on the onside is Paul Adams at forward short leg, other than, of course, a fine leg. First runs of the series, leg byes.
I think this must be the most daunting aspect of opening the batting, is that you can spend the first 5 or so overs at the wicket and hardly get a bat on the ball. It's coming off your thigh pad. It's, if anything, it's getting an inside edge, hopefully not the outside edge.
Donald will be pleased with having got that on line to the right-hander straight away. But his field is really interesting. 2 slips only for Atherton and a gully. Bowled him out! Little bit of an inside edge, I think, but certainly in swing. Donald strikes in the first over.
Combination of speed and big late in swing from Allan Donald gets the breakthrough. Atherton's feet not quite moving as he would like early on in his innings, but that's a lot easier said than done, mostly when you're facing someone of Allan Donald's pace. What a way to end the first over. And you can see there the late in swing. Mike Atherton caught on the crease to a certain degree, and Allan Donald delighted. 1 for 1, and it's only the first over of the test.
Nasser Hussain. So it's Pollock now to Butcher. Now this atmosphere might help Pollock's in-swinger to the left-hander. But the big blow of the morning, last ball of the first over, big in-swing. I haven't seen Donald swing the ball, the new ball, in as much as that ever. I've seen him do it reverse with the old one, and there's joy as he points to his captain. And misery for Atherton.
And now we were taken a little bit by surprise by that in-swing, but you know, you were talking about the field just before that and having a mid-on and a guy just behind square on the leg side, and perhaps they thought, well, I'm going to be swinging it in today, and knew that it was coming, and Atherton didn't.
A little brush of the pad. I thought it was an inside edge when we saw it live, but it looked like it just brushed the front pad as well. But, what a blow for England that is. That's gone off the glove, in the air, past Adams. Butcher will get off the mark here. It already looks like a really good toss to have won.
Right on line, Pollock from the first delivery, and this one gets an extra little bit of bounce. Adams making good ground to his left, just not quick enough. But in Hussain, and certainly in Stewart, there's no shortage of experience. And just bearing in mind the openers looking to leave as much as they can in that first half hour, especially on a wicket such as this, and taken completely by surprise by the vicious in-swing.
Well, that's hit Hussain on the gloves. So 2 in 2. We've got up to glove high. So Adams could find himself quite busy in there at short leg. Otherwise, there are 3 slips and a gully. Pollock to the right-hander, looking to shape the ball away from the right-hander. Backward point, mid-off and mid-on. Fine leg completes that. Down the leg side. Out! That's a great delivery. It's taken off from nowhere. The England captain is out for naught, so that's Atherton and Hussain. What a strike from these 2 South African fast bowlers.
Well, I suppose he's got the men to exploit any kind of decision he makes, but really, Hansie Cronje well done on winning this toss. That's shortish, but not that short, and it's climbed and it's got big on him. He just can't get out the way. He's committed to playing the shot. He can't drop the hands in time, and all he can do is fend it off towards the gully.
So Hussein then out for naught. England 2 for 2. And this man's making his debut on a pitch that he's already seen has got some life. So talk about being thrown in at the deep end. This young man from Yorkshire certainly has that situation. Donald. Past the outside edge. There'll be plenty of that.
Well, that's Allan Donald just beating a Butch outside that off stump. But what do you do now, Robin, when you're faced with movement like this, bounce like this? You've sat for the last day or so preparing how you're going to approach your test innings, and all those thoughts are thrown into disarray as you come out to face and play in your debut.
A little wide of the left-handers off stump, which